noble. Show me the meaning of rescue. To save somebody, the meaning of rescue.
To deliver you from something, take you from something.
So you are the poor people. Rescue me, save. But we the old people. Rescue, the meaning of rescue. That can't help me while here.
That's the same thing.
But Jota Bagara can't tell you the water. He can't pour one naked the water back to kill on money. You know they get people the pressure. Husband not working. I live in Joseph. I even made 1,000 a lot. I even made 400 a lot profit. Let me come and go. Children waiting for me. You are Jota Bagara. Where will be our result next year? We wouldn't even 1 year. Where will be our result the following year?
Okay. Thank you so much. What's your name? What's your name?
I'm in the station, man.
Patience, man. You selling the market here?
Yes.
I'm selling the market here?
Yes.
No
market. Can't get some. I go look for an season.
You go look for the market, you see some?
I see food, because the food price, the way up, you not understand ourselves. When you go to there, you buy another price. When you come, you buy a different price. So the money I can put it back on my.
Also, the money you carry to the cold storage.
They put it back on my. Very rich.
How much for the fish?
You buy snapper 14,000. What is to buy 10,000, 8,000. Buy the 14,000. One cartoon snapper 14,000. So we beg the government. We ask y'all to help us to beg our government. We say you came to rescue us. But the rescue that you're doing now, we're not understanding it. And when they pull the police on the street, our boyfriend there, they're not bringing nothing to us again. They say they can't rescue us. Why they cause a motor bomber running? They want not doing they want. They are breaking the government. We the poor people, they must find place for us that we want be able to scare our clothes. They got poor people, they got rich people in the town. Some of us, we not got more from the South God. And the best what we do, we not understand our children went to school. Our children, when we can't sell the market, we can't make a damn. They say rescue, but we not understanding the rescue team. So they were taking them from all of the street for smoking, for drugs and things. But I think you see them now. All of them turn to Zoom. They can stay in the freeze.
So the drugs are to you?
Rampant now, it made a rampant.
Okay.
The drugs is rampant. Some of them almost 20% on the street because of Zuni.
The zombie drugs?
Yeah, the Zuni that they bring in Jota Bagara to drink. Because we are trying to sell our Kush. But now the Zuni, when he said I see that you are so sticking at it. So we asking him to please, we the parent of our boys children. We ask him to please help us to make our children to leave Zuni. Because he said he came to change things. And no change, we not understand our land. Police people getting our keke motor back. Hata, police people beating our children on the street. They say they should raise up, they should become go over there, go over that one, everything they do. But what police people home killing? That just one thing we just getting dropping like that. Tell him, don't Napa, tell him sorry. We're not taking somebody out for the country. So we should tell our president to help we the poor people.
Selling money, how's the business?
We get God a great for we don't have to tell what take you for. But money ain't in the country now.
In process.
For now, if I have to tell you that before we're all there, all The push Kelly oh Baka, you better end it. You better end it. You better end it. You better end it. The push Kelly oh Baka, the push Kelly oh Baka, you better end it. You better wake up. You better wake up. Kelly oh Baka, your Chara Kelly oh Baka, Chata Kelly oh Baka, you better Kelly oh Baka, Jojo Kelly oh Baka, Chata Kelly oh Baka, you better stop it. You better stop it. You better stop it. You better stop it. Chata Kelly oh Baka, Chata Kelly oh Baka, Chata Kelly oh Baka, no Kelly oh Baka, you better close it. You better close it. You better close it. You better close it. Oh, no, start killing you, Paka. Oh, you better stop it. You better stop it. Oh, start killing you, Paka. Oh, start killing you, Paka. Oh.
All right, so fellow Liberians home and abroad, kindly hit for us the share button. Let's have a wonderful, a very wonderful time. Hit for us the share button, share with friends, share with family members, and let's all of us get ready. Let's all of us get ready to bring you what we are supposed to bring you. As usual, we bring you nothing but the facts. We bring you nothing but truth. So let's get ready. Huh? Let's get ready as we bring you what we are supposed to bring you. So kindly hit for us the share button. Kindly share with friends. Kindly share with family members. And let's get ready to do this together. So let's bring all of these videos as we get ready, please. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your presence. Thank you.
What are the issues? All right, so still with us. Let's begin with this
So
fellow.
kindly hit for
Well,
us the
how
share
you doing?
button, share with friends and family
Yes,
members.
this is Spoon TV and other media institutions. Uh, so tell us exactly what's the issue.
Jones
Yeah,
Pele, you are welcome. Thank you for
I've
joining us.
decided and chosen to be the spokesperson for the action agent across the Republic of Liberia of the LDA because I've been associating with the institution for past years, like about 9 years.
When you say associated with the institution,
I've been doing several work for them
okay.
in that institution. I even donated a vehicle at the Shopping Down police station. I negotiated, at the Shopping Down department. I negotiated with Lieutenant Maggie where they gave us even a pickup for the LDA to be used. So we came in the service as somebody who willing to make our sacrifices. But you see, it's not about me this time. If I'm okay and all the gentlemen around the entire country is not okay, it won't look so fine for us.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
So
Look at the camera.
I've been home, lying down, and then
Yes,
I've
picture
got
this.
several things going on where the deputy director for administration, the president of Sebastian Farr, gave some mandate that everybody should present our documents. All the guys across the place presented our documents. But before then, when Fadiga and Eddie Command took over, they said that everybody that have been working in the institution will be on payroll. All right, because there are people who knew what they're hanging, no sufficient funds for the DA. So for this reason, they should hold on.
So, fellow Liberians, home and abroad, we want to welcome each and every one of you as usual. Want to say thank you so very kindly for giving us the opportunity to be with you in your homes, to be with you on your Vera gadgets. We want to say thank you so very kindly. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. Yeah, we hope that we can all do this together. Uh, sorry. All right, so we hope that we can have a very wonderful time as usual. We ask that you do us a favor. And let me just say this. Maybe some of you don't know. Folks from the Unity Party do not have the tenacity to withstand criticism. They do not have that ability to be able to countenance criticism or exposing them. So what they've done, maybe some of you don't know and we want to tell you what these guys have done. They have a particular chat room. In that chat room, when any one of us, whether it be me, whoever that supports the pro agenda, once we are on, they will take the show and they will send the show in that chat room. Once they send the show in that chat room, they will ask that everybody in that chat room report the show. That's what they will do. So they will start to report the show. Even though the show does not contain any kind of, vulgarity, it doesn't contain anything against Facebook standard. But what they will do, they will just start repeating it. And let me tell you how this works. When people report the show, what usually Facebook will do, that is the automatic program that they have. What Facebook will usually do is to block the video from getting to certain viewers, because in their mind or in the computer mind, they think that the reason why people are reporting the show is because it is maybe showing things that are negative, or putting things out there that will cause violence. So what Facebook will do, number one, they will limit the interaction of the people. Certain place your video will now reach. That is one. Number two, in worst case scenario, they will take down the page immediately and launch an investigation. Sometimes they will restrict you for you not to share. So the reason why when we come on, we always appeal to you to hit for us the like button, to hit for us, how you call the share, and send us emojis and stuff like that, is so that we can create a kind of positive image with the Facebook algorithm. So at the end of the day, even if they report it, with the amount of likes that people will see, the like sign that you're giving, the love sign, the plenty emojis that you'll be giving, it will help to reduce the risks of Facebook trying to block our show or trying to block the page. Even though when they block it, we're not doing anything illegal. They will open it later, but that will take maybe some few days, which is not good for us. So I'm begging you, whenever we come here, just do us a favor. Even if you will not comment, just hit the like button. Just hit the like button. That like alone, or you hit that, sign emojis or the love emojis or whatever, it will help to be able to give us a positive, impression. So we beg you, if you can share, share. If you can share, just send us an emoji, an emoji, either love or like. That will really, really help us. So thank you all very much for your usual cooperation. We really, really do appreciate it. So today we're going to be having series of discussion. I'm going to be here for a very long time. So tie your belts and let's have this discussion together. Today, fellow Liberians, we were fortunate to have seen Liberians protesting again. I want to say welcome to Ephraim S. Widow. You are welcome. Ephraim, you how you just here picking. You know who stole fuel oil and they took them from the job. That just said Numa Bueka. It's not me. I keep reminding you, but no problem. We'll keep reminding you over and over. But I want to say welcome to Ephraim. You are highly welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to welcome my own sister Hawa Tote. How are you? I hope you are doing great, well, and fine. My lovely sister Hawa, love you so much. Thank you for your presence here and for all of the support from you and the family there. I want to welcome Fatu Kone. Thank you so much, Fatu Kone. I appreciate your presence here. It's a privilege for us to have you. I want to welcome James Pele. Thank you so much, James Pele. We appreciate you. So those of you that are joining us, just let us know so that we can be able to recognize you. Ebenezer M said, how are you, sir? I want to appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to welcome my own sister, Agatha Glasgow. How are you, Mama? I want to appreciate you. Thank you so much. You are one of those generals that is doing exceptionally well. I follow you. Ejara to say anytime you come on, I can receive the notification. So thank you so much. I see how you are getting these people feet to the fire. It's not easy. Thank you so much, Mama. I really want to appreciate you, Agatha Glasgow. Thank you for everything. You are on all of the platform in showing that the message can get across. Thank you so much. I want to say hi to you there and the family there in Tinkers Village. That is the RRA role. Thank you so very kindly. I appreciate you and I salute your presence. Thank you so much, Agatha Glasgow. Love you, love your fighting spirit. And I hope that God can also give me the grace, add double portion of your fighting spirit to my own. I will tap in your fighting anointing, your patriotic fighting anointing. Agatha Glasgow, that's my own sister right there. I want to say you are highly welcome. Thank you so very kindly for joining us. Thank you so very kindly. I want to say you are welcome. So I want to appreciate all of you and I want to welcome all of you. Again, kindly do us a favor. Hit for us the share button, share with friends, share with family members, and let's all have a wonderful time in our today's discussion. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you. So today we witnessed something. Liberians protesting, calling on their government to do what is right, what they were elected for, and etc. But you see, fellow Liberians, the Unity Party, a bunch of arrogant people, they do not care for the Liberian people, and they hate when you call them to book. I will play you a video that is very much disturbing. I will post that particular video. It's very disturbing. To see people who support this government calling people jackals and hyenas because the Liberian people are asking their government the hard question. Because the Liberian people are saying we are suffering. Reduce the prices of basic commodity on the Liberian market. Stop denying our people of job. Stop downsizing our people. For Liberians to call on their government to do what is right, then group of people go and sit down in studio and refer to our people as hyenas and jackals only because they criticize government. It is really sad. Now, I don't want you to believe what I'm saying. Always when I come here to give you this information, I bring it with facts, with video recording. I'm going to play a video of Kou on their own reload. Kou was angry. Why people must ask or say to Joseph Numa Boyka that they are suffering? Why people must say to Joseph Numa Boyka, solve the bread and butter issue? Why people are calling on different talk shows or people are posting and criticizing the government for doing nothing to solve the people's problem. So they go on their show and they insult at us. I don't want you to believe it. Let's go to the clip as we play the clip. We'll play the clip and you will see it. These are just our conversation before we come to our, sunny conversation. I'm going to play this and I want you to see, to hear for yourself what these people are referring to us as, how they call us. Don't believe what I'm saying. Just bear with me. Let me just bring this out here.
So when every commander came, they said that they were.
Let me bring it here. Sorry. Sorry, my people, just bear with me. I want to bring this out here. Okay. So people are now insulting Liberians, insulting us because we are asking and saying to the government that you must do what is right. Do what is right. So because of that, they are angry and they choose to insult us. Just bear with me. Let me see video. Yeah, this video is safe. I want to take it from on the other side. You know, we can do plenty of manipulation before we bring you what we are supposed to bring you. Okay, fine. That's good. So there's a whole studio that we in. We got to turn on this side. So I want you to listen to these people, right? I want you to listen to them. Listening to how this lady Kou referred to Liberians who are critical of the government. People who are demanding that the government do what is right. That the government be able to take the necessary approach to reduce the prices of basic commodity. So when we criticize the government, they don't like it. So they go on their platform and insult you and myself. So let's listen here. Like I said, don't believe me. Let's play this video and allow you to listen.
A threat to those who want
This is
a
Kou
threat to
talking.
those who want to be
Listen to her.
empowered. And so they will do everything to defame you and to drag you down and to malign your character. Do not be deterred. Do not be intimidated by that. It is what it is. The other thing is they try to strike fear in the hearts and minds of people who want to serve their country.
Now, are we striking fear in the hearts of people? For example, when we say armed robbery is on the increase, are we striking fear in the hearts of people? When we say that the government is becoming so corrupt, are we striking fear in the hearts of people? When we are saying that there is an increase in the level of disadvantaged youth on the street, are we striking fear in the hearts of people, in government officials? When we say government officials are living lavish life and forgetting about the people, in the midst of poverty, these people are living in opulence. Are we striking fear? Well, let's listen further.
Responsible people, technical people, people who are not very political but are competent and have something to offer. This politicizing of everything people do deters others who could also join and assist the government in moving the vision forward and moving.
So Patrick is shaking his head when Kou is saying that people are politicizing everything. Yesterday, were these not the same people who were politicizing the government's sincere fight against drugs, my people? Were they not the same people on this platform that you're looking at, every one of them, that were politicizing when President Weah said, look, it is about time that all of us work together to ensure that Liberia is safe of drugs? Were these people not the one politicizing? Even down to President Weah's shoes that he wore yesterday, they politicized it. Were these people not the one politicizing even President Weah? Taking up the time to travel to look for money for us. Were these not the same people who were politicizing and making all kind of negative thing about it? Were these people not politicizing everything in the country? But today, when we are raising genuine issue, then the people coming to insult us. But you're listening to the video. Let's listen. Today they are crying.
The government in moving the vision forward and advancing the cause of the Liberian people. It deters them from public service. Nobody wants to be bothered with a bunch of jackals and hyenas dragging them down and spoiling their good names just because they.
So this lady is calling Liberians who are on the street and asking the government to make intervention in drugs, calling us jackals and hyenas. And you see that? We that are raising genuine issue and saying, look, Joseph Nyuma Boyaka, there is security brutality on the increase. People no longer have that particular privilege to be able to even eat one times a day. One time, a serious one time a day. When we are raising these concerns, these people sit on their platform and they refer to us as jackals and hyenas, insult us, listening to this lady. Can you imagine a lady? When we are talking about the increase in drugs on the Liberian soil, they call us jackals and hyenas. You see there? So are we lying? So we and Joseph Numa Boyka, who really are the jackals and hyenas? Because Joseph Numa Boyka said that's truth. That things are on the increase. The people are suffering. But listening to what this lady said or how she called the Liberian people.
Because nobody wants to be bothered with a bunch of jackals and hyenas dragging them down and spoiling their good names just because they want to.
Bunch of jackals and hyenas. That's how we are called by these people. You see, the government that you've elected to work for you, and you see here, what is happening? Sir Melvin Favor Bulls, you are welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. You hear what is happening? You see how these people are now referring to you and myself? You're hearing it? The people you voted for, the people say you have no right to now critique them or to criticize them. They say you have no right. That's what they are saying. They say, no, you have no right. Don't critique them. Don't criticize them. When you criticize them, they insult you. They have a platform. Then you get a woman, this woman here. When other women are crying that, hey, the drugs killing our children. She said, no. The people, they are foolish people. Why must they criticize the government? When other people are crying that drugs is taking over the country, that our people are suffering. You get this woman here sitting in the comfort of wherever she is sitting from, and she is brave enough to look at Liberian and refer to Liberian as jackals and hyenas. You're listening to her again.
It deters them from public service. Nobody wants to be bothered with a bunch of jackals and hyenas dragging them down and spoiling their good names just because they want
to. Laughing that somebody is using a platform that is sponsored by taxpayer money. We pay for them to be here. Using the taxpayer money, and because the people complain, because the people are holding their government, how you call, or ministers' feet to the fire, you come on the platform and call Liberians jackals and hyenas. And Patrick is laughing. You get Stephen Johnson that he's drinking. You get more Ali there. They're laughing. They're laughing. When a lady use the platform, you see, they are using their platform now to insult us. But we will not do. We will continue to expose them. See what is happening? Government officials sit on a platform and re-insult our Liberians that are raising genuine concerns that we are suffering. Our children are dying of these particular drugs. Government is doing nothing. Prices of things are very high. But you sit on the platform and you refer to Liberians as jackals and hyena. And on this platform, the Minister of Information is there, Jeremy Pia. You get Dwalu. Dwalu, who doesn't even know what he really wants. Dwalu, who wanted to run a Ponzi scheme, wanted for Liberian to take money and give it to him. According to him, he said, he can be how you call an empire in Liberia, business empire. Or what industrials, whatever. Which is not bad. But somebody like a Dwalu, we will trust you and give you for what? We can give you our money. So he thought that, he was going to use the occasion. He was on Spoon. He used to be on Spoon. He was on Spoon talking as if to say he get the solution to all the problem in the entire world. So it did not work for him. You see people like Dwalu, how they are very inconsistent. They don't even know what they want in life. So he tried on Spoon. He used to be on Spoon talking. It's like he look at it for long. He says, see, man, I hustle you. So let me move on Spoon. Let me go on class real lawyer. Maybe, government official in there. So these are people that always want to be. They always want to be seen among other people. They are not independent enough to stand and make it. They are not objective enough to criticize. They cannot be independent. But they sit on the platform, you get a lady who is supposed to be respectful of other people, will sit down and call Liberians jackals and hyenas. Here is it. Listen to it.
Deter.
And the reason why she is insulting Liberian is not for any reason, because the people say they're suffering, because the people say things are very difficult, because the people are saying that the country is hard. So she sits on the platform, call Liberian jackal and hyenas, and you see Patrick Horner, Mo Ali, all of the other people, they are there laughing. You see Dwaluwe looking just at something they forget about on the fire, and everybody went in the how you call the market and forget about it on the dryer. He's sitting there. They could not even check. Met this lady say, no, we can disagree with these people. But the characterization for you to call Liberian jackal and hyenas, we don't think is correct. They are raising genuine concerns. There are genuine issues that they are raising. And today there was a protest for drugs. You look at the people and you call them jackals and hyenas. Listen to this lady again. Listen to her.
Others who could also join and assist the government in moving the vision forward and advancing the cause of the Liberian people.
Let me pause her and welcome our distinguished people. I want to welcome Josephine Sewon. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you, Sewon, for your presence here. Thank you so very kindly as always. We appreciate your presence. Thank you. So let's think to her.
It deters them from public service. Nobody others who this politicizing of everything people do deter.
But these people now politicizing everything on a Joseph Newman Boyka opposition life, even down to the shoe that President Weah wore, the clothes, the food people eat, or the food people ate. Were they not the one politicizing everything? Today now, we are pointing out their faults. We are pointing out the reality. The Liberian people are asking them and telling them that things are hard. Because who come up here and say, Liberians, you people are jackals and hyenas. Listen to her.
Others who could also join and assist the government in moving the vision forward and advancing the cause of the Liberian people. It deters them from public service. Nobody wants to be bothered with a bunch of jackals and hyenas dragging them down and spoiling their good names just because they want to serve their country.
Cisneros allegedly had ties to Jamaican drug trafficking. Flight records indicate.
The other thing is they try to strike fear in the hearts and minds of people who want to serve their country. Responsible people, technical people, people who are not very political but are competent and have something to offer. This politicizing of everything people do deters others who could also join and assist the government in moving the vision forward and advancing the cause of the Liberian people. It deters them from public service. Nobody wants to be bothered with a bunch of jackals and hyenas dragging them down.
Indicated that Leo Cisneros flew to Jamaica on the day of Dr. Davidson's.
That you will understand that these people from the Unity Party, they are fully aware that the Liberian people are suffering. They are fully aware of the pains Liberians are going through, but they don't want to hear it. It's almost like a father who don't want to hear people reminding him of his responsibility, and he gets vexed. It's almost like a father who the mother will wake up in the morning and say, the children are about to go to school. You know, they put them also for school fees. Where are the children's school fees? But the father who will sit down, the mother can say, oh, well, where the full money? Then he get angry. That's how these people are doing. Because we are exposing them, they are now calling us jackal and hyenas. You see the disrespect? And you see the disrespect? The issue that we are raising, are they not genuine issues? Are they not genuine enough? Are they not something that you can see, you can feel, you can touch? That everybody in Liberia is crying? What led to the protest today? Is it not because Government have dropped the ball down on the fight against drugs. In Joseph Numa Boyka 2025 State of the Nation address, Joseph Numa Boyka said the issue of drugs, it was very hard. And they were going to take the necessary approach to be able to ensure that they fight drugs. I don't want you to believe what I am saying. I will play you a video to listen to what Joseph Numa Boyka said in the 2024-2025 State of the Nation address. That's why we said that these people, they decide to do politics with people's life. They don't care about the Liberian people. They don't care. Listen to what Joseph Numa Boyka said and ask yourself whether Joseph Numa Boyka took any action towards that, or whether you see any attempt by the government to be able to ensure that the things that he said, that they work on it. Listen to Joseph Numa Boyka, what he said to the Liberian people.
Especially the use of Kush.
Okay. So this is Joseph Numa Boyka 2024 State of the Nation address. I want you to listen to him. Since Joseph Numa Boyka said these things, whether he has ever taken any approach, 2024, whether he took any approach to ensure that he tackled the fight against drugs. So you're listening to Joseph Numa Boyka keenly, very carefully. Let's listen to him.
The drug epidemic, especially the use of Kush. The use of Kush in our country is an existential threat, eating away the future of our children and the country. We must stand up and face this national security risk together. Given the need for immediate action to make good my pledge to the thousands of families burdened by this crisis, I am hereby declaring drug and substance abuse as a public health emergency.
Joseph Numa Boyka in 2024 declared drugs as a dangerous substance and declared a state of emergency. But my question to you, fellow Liberians, when the state of emergency was declared by Joseph Numa Boyka, what were the actions that government put in place to ensure that the state of emergency, whatever that led to the state of emergency, that it is tackled sincerely? What did he do? You know, it's good that we keep these people record because they can lie. You know what? Some of our continue to keep their records around here because we'll continue to remind them. What stops Joseph Numa Boyka in 2024 when he said that they will declare state of emergency on drugs? What did he do from 2024? Now we in the 8th month in 2025. What did he do to tackle the issue of drugs? And you see, when we tell you that the people are playing politics with drugs, some of you think we lie. You're seeing it. To the extent Joseph Numa Boyka even set up a committee. Ask me, what is the outcome of that committee? What did they do? Let's listen to the clip further. I'm going to play it. Listen to it further. Listen.
The use of Kush. The use of Kush in our country is an existential threat, eating away the future of our children and the country. We must stand up and face this national security risk together. Given the need for immediate action to make good my pledge to the thousands of families burdened by this crisis, I am hereby declaring drug and substance abuse as a public health emergency.
Public health emergency in 2024, he declared. Let's see what followed next. Or let's hear what followed.
In this direction, I am establishing a multi-sectorial steering committee comprising the following agencies: the Ministry of Health, with chair; Ministry of Justice, co-chair; Ministry of Youth and Sport member, Ministry of Gender, Children, Social Protection member, Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency member, Ministry of Finance and Development Planning member.
Joseph Newman Boyka set up a committee in 2024. You see, when I told the Liberian people yesterday, when Joseph Newman Boyka said, I'm setting up a committee to look into the suffering of the Liberian people, I told you all that that was a charade. That was just another scheme by Joseph Newman Boyka. That was just another, way of escaping the serious issue. So guess what today? Just a minute, please. 2024, a committee was set up. What did the committee do that today we are here? What are the actions, or were the actions taken that today mothers got to jump in the street? And I want to say kudos to those who were in the street today sincerely. So the committee that was set up by Joseph Newman Boyka, since he realized that drugs was a major issue and declared a state of emergency, what did they do? What did they do? That is a question for you to answer. That is a question for us to answer. These are things when we say other people get mad at us. Here we don't play politics. Here we don't play propaganda. You know what we do here? We give you the facts with the voices of the actor and the actresses. So you're listening to Mr. Boyka telling the world that he declared a state of emergency. If Joseph Newman Boyka was sincere enough, if what he said in the 2024 State of the Nation address, if it was something that was really urgent, there were actions that were going to be taken immediately. But in 2024, we now enter 2025, people protesting. Before on the executive mansion, they wrote nonsense. I even want to read that nonsense they wrote there. Only because mothers are complaining, mothers are crying. When the president made a statement, that statement becomes a policy statement, almost a law. It almost like something of urgency that people need to work on quick. When President Weah looked at the students and said, this is worrisome. To see our students with fire under their arm passing from one office to the other, begging people to help them with their WAS fees is not correct. Where some of these children will be abused, it is not correct. Let's do something about it. Immediately he sprung into action. And we saw WAS fee or WAEC fee, however you will call it, being paid for the students. When President Weah saw our students from the state-run university outside, only because they could not afford, what did he do? He immediately jumped into action and called a team. Look, Honorable Samuel Tue, sit down here. Magay, you sit down here. What do? We must find the money to help these children. Let it be tuition free. So if something is an emergency, you treat it with urgency, right? You take in the necessary action. You put together the necessary mechanism to ensure that that thing is tackled. So since 2024, you declare state of emergency. You say you set up committee. The committee could not even shake. Today, our people got on the street to protest. Joseph Newman Boyka don't care for you. In fact, the shirt at the game, guess what? He could not even wear the shirt. But he went Sierra Leone, they took gun and put it on him. They took shirt and put it on him. He wore it proudly. But in Liberia, they fight against Joseph Newman Boyka. No, he could not. He could not wear the shirt. He take the shirt, he hang it on him some kind of way. I don't even want you to believe it. I will show you the picture. I don't even want you to believe it. Let me see. Let's go to the picture. He could not wear it. Joseph Newman Boyka felt embarrassed to wear it. So therefore, you know what he did? He just hang it on him, they took the picture. That was just a picture show, a picture gallery. That's why we say to the Liberian people, we know that people are genuinely advocating against drugs. But guess what? Some of the people that went down there, they don't care about you and myself. No. They don't care about us. They don't care about us at all. They don't. They don't care about us. All these people care about is themselves. How can a Joseph Newman Boyka talk about how you call fighting drugs when his own son, one of his Osacha, as later somebody told me that we got to know. Do you know that this boy that Joseph Newman Boyka cha? Let me come here and show you. The boy that with Joseph Newman Boyka with the hell about drugs. This boy, let me take this from here. This is it. Do you know that this boy, let me enlarge a picture, that was with almost $1.8 million drugs. Do you know that Joseph Newman Boyka's son here? This is Joseph Newman Boyka's son. For an investigation that we conducted, this is one of his Osacha by a lady. I will give you that story. This is his Osacha. This is his son. With the exception of Tata in drugs business, this is other son. These people have a whole cartel. The entire family engaged in this kind of act. Look at them. It's not something that we are making up. Here is it right here. Look there. Let Joseph Newman Boyka. Here is his son. This son, he had this son, Osa of Wedlock. That was one of the reasons you saw here in Katumu Boyka, they were in this rigmarole. Here's his son. At the end of the day, guess what happened? We are yet to know the committee that Joseph Newman Boyka said he set up. That committee that he set up to now, we are yet to know what became of that particular committee. Look at Joseph Newman Boyka. How they put a close on him. I don't want you to believe it. Let me put you the video. You see here? When we tell you that these people don't even care about us, that deception, and you see the deception, let me make it broad. Wow, you see here? They took the chair and put it on him. Yeah. They took the chair and put it on him. You could not even wear it just for the picture. You see him during the day. This was the man who used the message of drugs to campaign all around the place. This was the man who was campaigning all around here. Whole drugs all over the place. He took over. What stops him from fighting drugs? Nothing. He get money, he get the power, he get everything. You see what they are doing? We told you that these people were making mockery of the people genuine concerns and the people genuine fight. Today, Liberia went to protest Joseph Newman Boyka. How can you, the government, appeal to the people? I thought it is the people that are supposed to be appealing to government. I thought how it's supposed to be. I thought it is the people, those who went today to go and protest. They were the ones that were in the streets and appealing to the government that government do something. But how can government join the street and say you protesting? Protesting on what? When you get all of the authority, when you have all of the connection, you have all of the resources to better people's life. You see why I said that this whole thing today, especially those government officials that participated, they were all not sincere and it was political. You see what we're talking about? Joseph Newman Boyka himself was even afraid to identify, to take action and put it on. He was afraid. He was afraid. So these people, they are not sincere. The sincere people today show up. Yes. Our mothers, they show up today. But not the likes of Mr. Boyka. No. Not the likes of Mr. Boyka. These people don't care. Yesterday, I remember yesterday. When I mean yesterday, I'm talking about 2023. Kula Fofana did a post when Kanyo was commending the government. Kanyo Bagbala was commending the government of building this recreation center around, the sport page around. According to Kanyo, in that particular discussion, he said some of the things that President Weah was building were also going to help in showing that our young people are to some extent safe from the hands of evil people. They will have the opportunity to have a place where they can go and exercise, engage in recreational activities. And they will not just be idle for people to just, disturb them or give them things that are not supposed to give them or to get themselves involved into problem in the community. Kula Fofana came up and said that that was just nonsense. And I will play the comment here for you. According to Kula Fofana in 2023, she said, there is a need for a systemic, direct approach to fight the issue of drugs, to fight the issue of the at-risk youth. But my question to you, and today Kula in the government, Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, what happened to that particular systemic direct approach? It can't come again. No, what is happening to that approach of Kula Fofana that we can see again? Or when she became a government official, that there goes my brain and all of my recommendations? I don't want you to believe it. Let me put it up here for you to see what we are talking about. You see Kula Fofana? Sorry. Here is it. Let me make it bigger here. You see Kula Fofana? The Kula Fofana post. August 16, 2023. She said, no, Kanyo. Constructing community soccer page is not how you deal with drugs, alcohol, and coach addiction in Liberia. This was the same Kula Fofana who said, and I get that post, who said that building the military hospital, it will not value. This same Kula Fofana. She said military hospital were not important. This same Kula Fofana. This is Kula Fofana in 2023. Because when Kanyo was talking about the construction of this community page, will also help to keep the children away from bad things, will at least help them in their recreational, activities, that they will not just, some of them will be safe. She said no. So you see her statement that she put on Facebook. She said, no, Kanyo, constructing community soccer pages, that's not how you deal with drugs, alcohol, and kush addiction in Liberia. How many irate youth really access the park? According to Kula Bana Fofana. She said you need a systemic approach. So since they talk about we're going to 2 years, why Kula have not given this particular advice or systemic approach or the steps on this systemic approach to be able to solve the issue of coach? Why then suggest it now to Joseph Nima Boyka? Why? Why up to now they have not suggested that systemic approach to Joseph Nima Boyka? What are they waiting for? And what are they waiting for? Because one thing I know from the Bible, it says, you will know how to do good and you refuse to do it. That's sin. So you will get the idea for this particular systemic direct approach and you keeping it. We're going almost 2 to going to 3 years now. You now bring one of that systemic approach also. Then what happened? And you see what we're telling you. You people claim that they get the technical know-how, they get the knowledge, they have what it takes to be able to move this country. So why up to now we still dealing with drugs? Why up to now we are still talking about drugs, Kula Fofana? Or your systemic approach bring a ghost painter? The day you were appointed, on that day, all of the systemic approach that you had in your head to suggest to ensure that we eradicate drugs, we eradicate marijuana, we eradicate cooch, it lost from your head. And you see what we can be telling you. We tell you that these people were playing politics of you, the Liberian people. that they don't care about you. You see what we're talking about now? This is Kula Fufana. My people, those of you who want to call today, like I said, it's going to be an open mic. Princess, your call. That's my own father right there. I want to say you are highly welcome. So, Francis, thank you so much for joining us. Uncle Francis, you are welcome. Thank you so much. I hope that's my Uncle Francis right there. Yeah, Uncle Francis, because you know some people can get the same new, but I showed that my uncle. Uncle Francis, you are welcome. Thank you so much. You see what we are talking about? So then what becomes of Kula Bana Fofana? Those of you who want to participate, you can give us a call. Like I said, let me put a number here. You can call us. What happened? Today, these people that made the suggestion and that said yesterday, like taking of Cooch, it was bad, which was it. We were very sincere about it. Yesterday, they condemned President Weah approach. They condemned President Weah approach. When he was talking about us fighting drugs, guess what? They said no. They made everything political. But today, here is it. It has caught up with them. Look at this particular lawmaker. Look at this lawmaker. Is it not mockery of the Liberian people? This is Mema Briggs. This is Foley Fambule. Look at these people. Lawmakers that have the authority to ensure, because they get three cardinal responsibility: lawmaking, oversight, representation. To ensure that, yes, they put the government feet to the fire or executive feet to the fire to do what is right. They too, they join among the people. This is a shame. It's a disgrace. This is a lawmaker. Your responsibility as a lawmaker is to ensure that what you have on the book is implemented, is to force the executive feet to implement what law you've passed. There are laws on the book when it comes to persecuting people who are caught with these kind of narcotics. There are laws on the book. But these people don't have time for you. They use it as a political tool. While mothers were out there crying, were beating these people were crying, hey, God help our children. They were protesting sincerely. You have people who want to issue on them, politicians who want to issue. You see where we find ourselves? You see where we find ourselves? This is the Liberia that we find ourselves in, where instead of people taking a genuine approach, instead of people being sincere with the Liberian people, they play fun. They play fun. These people don't care about you, the Liberian people. No, they don't care. They are in their political mood. They don't care about you. The political mood these people are in. They want to score political grade. You go there and say, yeah, let's just go there. The people doing things, let's just go among them. Let's go among the people. The people who say they go fight drugs, they finish, guess what happened? Can't see where they went. They went back to go take these substances. Somebody in there smoking serious heavy opium. Don't believe what I'm saying. Let me show you the video. Yeah, they are. Watch this. And the people who say they go for drugs, let's go ahead. Let's play this for you. Let them. Yeah, is it? Look here. You see that? You see that person behind there? Smoking serious opium. You see that? The people who say they go for drugs, You see that? You see what we're talking about? Let it hear. You see the other one? Smoking seriously opium. We told you that these people, they don't really like you. They don't care about you. What they care about is themselves. They are just pretending. Thank you so much, Roosevelt Kroma. They are just pretending. Pretenders. They don't care about the Liberian people. They don't see you as part of their agenda. President Weah, who took the real approach. You say no, you didn't want that approach. President Weah took serious approach. Serious approach. We saw a serious approach from President Weah, and I will play. And I will play the approach from President Weah. I will play that approach for you to see it, for you to hear it for yourself. What did President Weah do? What did he do? Yeah, are the sincere people who went to go and fight drugs. Look at their banner. You see what they are saying here? And that is the right. They can't stop drugs while your son in the barrel. You see there? That's Joseph Newman Boyka and his son and his sons in the issue of drugs. But then you say you're fighting drugs. You get no stress where they get special room for people who involve into this drugs addiction. They go there, they get themselves fixed up. That's what they can say. Right in front of your house, Joseph Newman Boyka. No stress there. Your son selling these drugs. You've not taken action. But here we find ourselves. People who go to sincerely protest, you join among them. And you think you can politicize it. Here is it. My people, we must continue to speak out. We must continue to speak out. You cannot tell me that the government that is charged with the responsibility, that is charged with the responsibility of ensuring that they use the resources to save our people, that they've abandoned these people. This is just a sign of the government failure to solve the issue, to solve the problem. You government are people supposed to be running to, crying to you for you to help them. That you the one say you joining protest, you crying to. Then who are you crying to? Who are these people crying to? You see the deception? Joseph Newman Boyka was supposed to be taking the approach that we gave all of our resources to and say, use our resources for our interest, in our interest, on our behalf, for us. And Joseph Newman Boyka to say he joined protest. He protesting. So who are we protesting at Tona on the sole issue of drugs? Because when you, the president, is joining us, then I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going. Because you should be implementing. We're supposed to be coming to you and say, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. But my people, there you see it for yourself. There you see it for yourself. These are not stories that we are making up. No, not making up stories there. People went to the place that people are really crying. People, children are crying. They went there and go do political thing there. You see what we're talking about? They go do political thing there. How you call Karishna here? That the other one. I say it be Joseph Newman Boyka's son. What people go down there to sincerely go express their grief on how their children are dying with drugs. The people go there, they say, they go do how you call the things there, politics there. And you see what we're talking. I will continue to say to you, these people, they don't like you. Let them hear. The politics, they go play there. You see there? They go play politics. We said it from the beginning. Look here. Let's show you the other one here. Look at Bintu. Look at her. Just look at her. You see her? So these people, they don't care for the Liberian people. They go to go marry make down there. They went to go play fun out of the Liberian people. Their approach are not sincere. That Fatima, who could not even offer a bit of sympathy for a child that was abused by a police officer. You remember that Zanabu case? But she's saying that she put all we osa. Now, oh, they in the France now. She join now. All of them eating the government money now. The Liberian people no more suffering. The economy is no longer in the toilet. You see what we telling you? No, the Liberian people is suffering no more. The Liberian people are not suffering anymore. Anymore. They are not suffering. The people that say they want to fight drugs. My question to you is, how can you fight drugs when the LDEA that you have to fight drugs, you refuse to put these people on salary, and you say you want to fight drugs? Then you say you want to fight drugs. Then are you sincere? The people who are supposed to be fighting drugs, the people who are the front runners in fighting this issue of drugs, they're on salary, they're crying, but yet you're saying that they must fight drugs. You see some of the things I was saying? So how can this be serious? How? You get police commander there involved into ghettos. Some of them, they get ghettos in that country there. They get ghettos in that country. But then you sitting down and saying you fighting drugs. If we, the common people, are crying that people should help us, who should we be crying to? Not to the government, but the government who is supposed to be crying to. The government say they join us. They too, they say they're crying. Then where are we going? Then where are we going? Where are we going? That's why we said from the beginning that this government is so evil to the extent the people genuine concern have been overlooked. They have politicized it. This is where we find ourselves. Hospitals in Liberia are terrible. People can no longer even afford. People can no longer afford. When we talk, the people call us jackals and hyenas. See how they call us? Jackals and hyenas. How they call it? They say we are jackals. We are hyenas. For telling the government to do what is right, what it's supposed to do. Because we call the government or they say, oh, we are jackals. Yeah, is it? Listen to it. Those of you that just come in and did not hear it. It's right here. On their platform, the local Liberian and say Liberians are jackals and hyenas for crying out loud, for asking the government to intervene. The hardship too much that our people are suffering. Listen to how they classify Liberians. Listen. But a lady called
Offer, this people want to be empowered. And so they will do everything to defame you and to drag you down and to malign your character. Do not be deterred. Do not be intimidated by that. It is what it is. The other thing is they try to strike fear in the hearts and minds of people who want to serve their country. Responsible people, technical people, people who are not very political but are competent and have something to offer. This politicizing of everything people do deters others who could also join and assist the government in moving the vision forward and advancing the cause of the Liberian people. It deters them from public service. Nobody wants to be bothered with a bunch of jackals and hyenas dragging them down.
So to her, she's speaking English and insulting Liberians.
Putting on a fake Asian accent, and he starts
who are crying and say, "Y'all, please help us. We're suffering." They were brave enough to look at the people and say, "These people are a bunch of jackals and hyenas." Imagine referring to Liberians as jackals and hyenas only because they are raising genuine concerns. This is just so, I don't know. It's so, my people, the way we find ourselves, the way we find ourselves, the way we find ourselves. Our hospitals are in terrible conditions, while our sisters are giving birth. Our sisters are giving birth on the sidewalk. On the sidewalk, they are giving birth. I don't know, since Joseph Newman Boyka said to us that he will ensure that in the period of less than no time, there will be hospital built in all of the counties. I don't know where we are now with that. Joseph Newman Boyka said it. He said hospital will be built in all of the communities. That's what Joseph Newman Boyka told us. Uncle Joe War, that's what he said. I don't want you to believe it. Let's play it for you to hear it. He said in all of the
Whatever we do,
communities, say there will be hospitals that will be
what
built.
we do is for you. And you can't just be sitting there and say anything that people do is all right. It's not all right. It's going to change. It's going to be for your children's future. It's going to be for good schools, good medical services. Every community will make sure they will have good medical services for our people.
Yeah, Joseph Newman Boyka told us. So what we are requesting for is not something that we just say out of the blues. Mr. Boyka said there will be hospital built in all of the communities. That's what he told us. So when we ask for aid and they go on the platform, they insult us. They call jackals, they call hyenas. These are the words of Mr. Boyka. The hospitals, good health facility will be built in all of the community. Or he not say in the county, he said in all of the community. So for example, in a county, it depends how many communities you have in a county. He say in district, he say in the community. For example, Jamaica Road is just one community all by itself. Lokintown is just one community all by itself. Claratown is just one community all by itself. So Joseph Newman Boyka said in communities. Joseph Newman Boyka is not somebody who don't know. He went to school. So he know what a community is. He know what a district is. He know what a county is. So he knows that very well. So he made this pronouncement. So what we are asking for is not out of the blues. The same thing that he promised. That's what we're asking for.
Change.
According to Boyka.
And you can't just be sitting there and say anything that people do is all right. It's not all right. It's going to change. It's going to be for your children's future. It's going to be for good schools, good medical services. Every community will make sure they will have good medical services for our people.
Every community will have good medical services for our people.
And you will begin to see it. You will begin to see it.
So we begin to see it. Where are those communities? Hospital that he's talking about, a health center. He took over now almost 2 years. We ain't seeing it. It's good that we play these people clip. You know why? It is easy for you to be able to checkmate a liar. Because liars are people who will come today, they will tell you the sky is falling. After 1 hour, they will come and say, my man, the cloud is stay up there. They will come back again and tell you, say, my man, the cloud is on the other side. They are very inconsistent with their information. Today they are here, tomorrow they are there. Listen to Boyka. Listen to him. Where are the communities?
Community will make sure they will have
or health facilities.
It's going to change.
Listen here.
It's going to be for your children's future. It's going to be for good schools, good medical services. Every community will make sure they will have good medical services for our people.
Yeah.
And you will begin to see it. You will begin to see it.
Now, let's stop right here and show you what President Weah did when he was president to fight the issue of drugs. President Weah did not politicize this whole thing of drugs. In fact, President Weah was able to launch what we call a fund drive. He launched a national fund drive for the rehabilitation and empowerment of at-risk youth. In fact, to the extent that President Weah was able to raise good amount There is a 200-bedroom hospital. The President Weah had already initiated, the money was already there to build, specifically to treat people who are caught up in this drug usage. The hospital was going to serve as one of the biggest hospitals in our West African or in the Mano River Basin to treat addiction. I don't want you to believe it. I will play you and I will show you the information. Money was already secured for that. But let's show you the approach that President Weah took to fight this issue of drugs. He did not go around crying. Because he was elected as president to solve the Liberian people problem, so he took the necessary approach to solve the problem. Let's go to this video. Let me play this video. We are talking about approach that President Weah was able to take in fighting this issue of drugs in Liberia. I want you to listen to this. Let me just put this here.
For something, say an album or something, the gentleman has spoken very clever level. I wish we have our government system they have address you in this stuff.
You hear President Weah? He was even suggesting, President Weah was even suggesting that we should have an at-risk youth minister, because that at-risk youth minister was going to encourage his colleagues and his friends. When his friends see him that he has been detoxified, that he has been clear of that drugs, and he is now serving as minister, it will serve as an encouragement to others. Don't believe me? Let's play this. You see the plan that President Weah was having for the country, for our young people. But let's play this for you to hear, see it for yourself. Let's play it.
And we had it, we're going to be away, we'll carry, we'll clean up, and we not clean. If we clean, we'll do our good minister, so you can talk to the people you represent them. And we get the agency that you go to United Nations, wherever. Maybe going to United Nations will change.
You see the approach of President Weah? This was the mindset of President Weah. That look, even though we don't have it, but we can create it. We can create a system where these young people, we can find somebody, we can clean them. And when we finish cleaning them, amongst them, we find somebody who we can make minister. That will be, anytime we're traveling to UN, we carry the person will appeal and go beg for help for his own friend. That was the plan of President Weah. Let me carry this. Y'all see my people, the kind of nonsense you're pouring. You see? Listen to this.
I want to ask you for something. Say an album or something. The gentleman has spoken very clever level. I wish we have our government system they have address you in this stuff. And we had it, we're going to be away, we'll carry, we'll clean up, and we not clean. If we clean, we'll do our good minister, so you can talk to the people you represent them.
You hear President Weah play?
Maybe going to United Nations will change. And will change both of them.
You see he play? You hear the plan of President Weah? The man we are saying got no idea. You hear his plan? This was the plan of President Weah. When you use one of these people, you clean them, and they see their friends serving as ministers, as director in that bureau, at Rick's Youth Bureau, they will be encouraged, because these people know themselves better. They can talk to their friends better. They've been there, they've done that. That was the plan of President Weah. This was when the government of Liberia launched the $3 million national fund drive to rehabilitate and empower these young people. Let's listen to this.
Because a dead man can represent the dead man, and he clean. It's a reference. It's a reference. And so, I'm going to that's why I told my lady, that's what it is. Everybody that shows you not because so I don't know. Maybe to anything for that. You understand? How can this mind be forgetting? They need to be safe.
You see that? What President Weah was suggesting in his second term? These were some of the things that he was suggesting. That we should not play politics with drugs. Let's fight it. Let's use the people as we clean them. Let's use them to talk to their orders.
Right away. Then they go and represent the and then they speak better than he said. So, my man, going forward, let people take the time on your when you go somewhere.
Now, you see that? This was the plan of President Weah. Now, he did not stop there. Let me bring you the next video. He did not just stop there and say, well, we just go talk the politics. President Weah was able to commit about $1 million. And what he was looking for was $3 million first, the initial start, to start the program. And guess what he was doing? He was not only sitting there, but he was also building the facility that was abandoned, the rehab facility. Because when they carry you, after they finish taking that thing off you, finish detoxifying your system and everything, they want to put skills in you. Then, in fact, there was going to be, President Weah was going to launch, he was thinking of launching a kind of scheme, a kind of, how you call, loan, exclusively for everybody that will go through that process. That loan will just be exclusively for people who go through the process. I have the video right here. He attended a program, you are telling them. He said, when you people are clean off, we can't just leave you to go because some of these things will be able to, if we get your occupy, the possibility of you being tempted to go back to do the same thing is there. But if we finish cleaning you and we give your skill, for example, you carpenter, then we take at least maybe something like, even if I lay 1,000 and give it to you, say, my man, go open your lay carpenter shop. Go, it has someone a lay plank, you buy, you be facing your chair or cash bar, small. You see that person will have no reason to go back because he will be occupied. That was the plan of President Weah. That's why he was building the rehabilitation center. President Weah was not joking. I don't want you to believe it. Let me play you this video. Let me play you this video. Don't you believe what I'm saying? Let me play you this video. See, when we say here that we have the information, it's not something that we play politics out of. But that's the reality. Let's play you this.
There are over 100,000 at-risk youth across Liberia.
Listen to President Weah here.
In the spirit of national unity towards raising this amount, it is my honor to launch the national fund drive for the rehabilitation and empowerment of our at-risk youth. Honor the team, reclaiming our youth for a better Liberia. To kickstart the fund drive, my government will contribute an initial amount of $1 million United States dollars this year.
$1 million United States dollars the government was able to give. And you know where some of that money went? I'll show it to you in this video. Let's go ahead so you can watch it.
Works on the center have finally commenced.
Yeah? This
County
center that was abandoned, this center, it was completely abandoned. Immediately, President Weah announced it. He said, let's start working on the rehabilitation center. Don't believe it. Let's go ahead.
To renovate some key compartments within the center geared towards rehabilitating, training, and reintegrating at-risk youth into society.
This is what President Weah did.
Michael Joe is the engineer on the project.
Yes, I'm the chief contractor.
The place was abandoned.
Renovation they done here. And for the present area that you hear now is a mill dome. And roughly we have almost about 16 rooms. And the 16 room Robbery sell about 100%. We had larger barroom. We had a lot of places that we move freely, as you can see, all of the places.
So since Joseph Nima Boyka took over, my thing is,
we
if these people are not playing, since he took over and they use drugs to run campaign, are you hearing talking about this place? Even the hospital, the president he had already, how you call, contacted donor. In fact, let me bring you, why you listen to them, let me
move
bring
them
you the
because
other one.
people are eating getting all of these things here. So we are ready almost 2 weeks ahead of time before you people are coming. So if you can see all of the things there, there's nothing that here that you can identify as a material that in stock. So everything that will be here, that will be new brand new will be out here. So that's why we are just starting here.
Okay, how long is it going to take you to complete this project?
Well, as you can look back there, it's on the unit dome. We have a male dome, we have a female dome, we have a sub quarter, we have a workshop, we have kitchen, we have other places. So it will roughly take me about 2 months. And the 2 months is the one that has temporary zinc over it. But there are some alternate bedding that you need rebedding that will take complete 3 to 4 months. But for the first 1 year, I can assure you that it will take about 2 months.
Despite it being done for years, the Youth Agriculture Training Center is being operated by the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Joseph Ademudu is the director of the Youth Agriculture Training Center.
The center was established in 1978 by the Togo government through a bilateral agreement between the Republic of East Germany and the Republic of Liberia. It was established to train middle-level technicians in agriculture to serve, as a county coordinator, agriculture coordinator, district agriculture coordinator. And the center was in full swing until the war. After the war destroyed some of the property that you've seen. And after the war, in 2011, the government of Liberia, through an arrangement with the UNDP, United Nations Development Program, and FAO, invested a lot of money to renovate some of the buildings. Some of the building that you see standing that they're trying to renovate now are some of the building that was actually renovated 2011. After that, there is this international NGO.
So let me stop this here and I'll show you what I was talking about. So the government of Liberia, under President George Manning Weah, was going to build a facility that will be able to host these young people, rehabilitation centers in all of the counties. That's what the government was in motion to do. With that 3 million and getting other donor support, that's what the government was going to do. I don't want you to believe it. I want to read this here for you to see what we are talking about from the New Dawn. Okay, from the New Dawn newspaper. Let me bring you this. So let me see here. Let me bring you this here from. Okay. You see here from the New Dawn newspaper? This is the New Dawn newspaper. This is the newspaper. The 18th of August 2023. So the United Nations pledged 3 million in support to what President Weah already gave, the $1 million. The Ministry of Youth and Sports, Mr. D. Zoga Wilson, has announced the launch of rehabilitation center for at-risk youth across 4 counties in Liberia. 4 counties in Liberia are going to benefit from this particular program. They are going to build a center for them. That center was going to be built for them. That center was going to be built for them. Honor President, we are government. This was what was going to happen. This was definitely what's going to happen. Building these rehabilitation centers. Let me just bring you this paper so we can read a few bars of it. And then here is it. I hope you are seeing it very clear. Government sets Zogo's rehabilitation program in motion. This is in 2023. The government of Liberia, through its National Steering Committee, has officially announced the implementation of the At-Risk Youth Program. The exercise, according to the chairman of the National Steering Committee, D. Zoga Wilson, will begin on Monday, August 21st, 2023, targeting initially 4 counties to include Mosorado, Grand Bassa, Margibi, and Bomi, respectively. Speaking at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism regular press briefing on Tuesday, August 17, August 17, 2023, Minister Wilson said the process will be fully voluntary. The process will be done on a willing basis by the young people and will start with detoxification before subsequent referral to the targeted rehabilitation centers. He told reporters, explaining further, he stressed that they cannot move all of the at-risk youth at once. As such, under the first 1 to 3 months, they are hoping to enroll 1,000 of them. We will have professional people to speak with them, screen them on a willing basis before we can have them into the process. He added, the process, he indicates, will target various communities and ghettos in the initial 4 counties. For Mosorado County, the chairman stressed that will have 6 recruitment sites: Mandela Field, Point 4, Bushwa Island, 72nd Barracks Field, Pennon Building on Center Street, B.W. Harris School area behind the Finance and Development Planning Ministry, Zimbabwe around the SKD complex, and Invisible Spoke Park area, respectively. You see what the government was doing? Setting up this center that people will go there and voluntarily, almost like what we have in here. People who want to get themselves detoxified, want to get themselves on par, you can call, they get 800 number. People who can carry you, detoxify you. That was what President Weah was doing. But they politicize everything. Today, look at where we find ourselves. These are the records. These are not records that we are making up, but these are the facts. Fellow Liberians, time is important. We can't talk everything today. But tomorrow is going to be our panel discussion at about this time. We encourage all of you to join us where we have a panel discussion. The page is under the Palava Hut. If you are not following the page, I urge that you please follow the page. Please like the page and let's interact in the comment section. Time have caught up with us. And until we meet again tomorrow, join us also on Kings FM, where we will be with Abraham Gosson Will. Join us there and let's have a wonderful time in discussing. Until we meet again, my people, time have caught up with us. We gotta go. Love you all and bye from my end.